Hey, what's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to an episode of my F1 2018 Alfa Romeo Fantasy Career Mode here, Motorsport Manager for round number 10 at the Belgium Grand Prix. If you did miss the previous one at the British Grand Prix, be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. Probably one of the most difficult races we've had this entire season, so for a bit of difference, I do recommend that episode. If you felt like it's maybe a little bit samey in the last couple, we were on a really good run of wins, and spoiler alert, that came to an end. But it was a tough race, but a fun one still, and I think we learned some stuff about the drivers, and I think about the car. The limits clearly were there at Silverstone, and so going into the Belgium Grand Prix, I don't know how this is going to work out really, because Belgium's another one where tyre wear is going to be an issue. Maybe not as much as Silverstone, but still maybe a case of another race where we can't use the middle tyre like we basically have done since the start of the season. So we'll get to that, but I just want to point out as well at the same time, at the moment, it is absolutely baking in the UK. It's been hot for like 2 weeks, but I don't know what it is. Today feels extra hot for some reason. So if you can hear the AC fan in the background of my microphone, I apologize for that. It's just the sake of I have to have it on, otherwise I will literally melt in this chair as I record this video. But we have to move on because, well technically it's my job to record the video, so I have to move on and just plow through it. And also, I fancy playing some Motorsport Manager today because we were doing this whole every other day kind of thing. But we need to sort out the pit crew first of all. So, this guy, clearly, he's just had an absolute mare. Why is his front jack 1? I mean, this guy's got issues, but where has this guy come out of nowhere? Like, he's just become crap all of a sudden. I don't know how that's happened. I'm pretty sure this guy wasn't this bad at front jacks beforehand. So we're going to swap, we're going to do a bit of a switcheroo. First of all, we're going to see some new hires. So there's not too, ooh, wait, that guy's good at front jack. 20 front jack. Let's get this dude. We've got money to spend on the pit crew. We're not going to spend any more money on the car, but we may as well spend money on the pit crew. So we'll swap that guy in. Mistake percentage is very bloody high at the moment, so I'm going to swap this dude in with that. That's lowered. We need to hire 2 more, maybe 3 more technically. Right, let's swap this dude in with that dude, let him rest. Hire another guy of, why are they all 16 tires? I'm gonna reject this dude, reject that dude, and I'm going to wait. And I'm going to hope we can hire some people to replace these guys because they're not looking very great. So we'll get back to that. But look at the interviews then after that race. After the win today, wondering on thoughts on Lewis Hamilton. He's an interesting driver. Anything can happen in motorsport. I'll say that, even though probably not going to end up signing Lewis. But you just want to be kind like that. And so we'll move on then. Car repair is going to get done. I've actually forgotten what we're doing because I'm pretty sure we're in a very good place for the car repair. Like, nothing else needs to really be done apart from just improving parts, trying to get them to the maximum. Obviously, we're doing this suspension and that suspension, both suspensions. We'll work on that. That's got like 5 more to go. That's got 5 more to go. And that's pretty much it. That's literally, I mean, we can improve this other front wing, I guess, maybe. Or what's another part I could climb up the table quite a bit? I think it's literally, yep, it's literally that other front wing. And then we'll be max front wing and we'll be max everything. And that'll be the best possible place. But reliability-wise, we're fine. Don't need to work on that, so that's all good. And we'll move on, basically, and I'll have a look at the pit crew again. Can I check? Does it's probably going to... Yeah, it's going to tell me if there's new hires. So, I don't know. I think I've expended all my new hires. I think they're only going to come after the Belgian Grand Prix, so I may be in a bit of a pickle here. We've got a dilemma, though. One that guys in the design center showed me an article about an exotic new type of alloy which could really strengthen the quality of our parts. If we get in touch with the supplier, we give it a try on the front wings. No impact, or minus 600 plus 35 on performance. I will take that. Sounds good. Sounds good. 600k plus 35 on the front wings. I'll take that. Have they actually improved? I think that... Yeah, look at that. Maximum's improved. Okay, yeah, let's work on both those front wings and get that maximum even higher. Alloy me up, baby. Look at that. Lovely stuff. Didn't even have to spend that much money. 600k compared to 3 million for an entire new front wing. That's all right. So now we've got a new GMA vote. Target's all good. Right, new vote started. This is for the virtual safety car only. That's going to be a hard no from me, dog, because the normal safety car has greatly benefited me. a lot of times in the past. So that's going to be a no. It's 4-2 at the moment. Let's see. I feel like it might go the other way just because I'm voting this way. And we already kind of got our fair share of luck last time when the points for everyone got voted in for next season. But let's see. Let's skip to the end then. It looks like it's going to go through, maybe. Yep. Virtual safety car only. So rather than the physical one, the virtual safety car will limit the car speeds electronically, meaning there's no bunching up. So from next season, there will be points for every driver, but no longer will anyone be able to luck in with a pit stop under the safety car, because the virtual one, obviously as you guys know, will hold everyone. So effectively, in theory, you're not meant to lose any time. Of course, you still gain a little bit of time pitting on the virtual safety car, but it's not as much as it is with a real life safety car where it's a whole lot. Like, you're effectively getting a free pit stop, whereas pitting under the virtual, you're just shaving off some time, but you're not gaining an entire free pit stop. So before we travel to Ardennes, yeah, I don't have any other pit crew to hire, so I literally have to hire this dude, and we're going to have to go with it. So it might be a tough time here out of Belgium with pit stops once again, because we're going to have to do some swapping here. So literally, I have no other option but to have a lesser guy on the pit stops there. It's going to be a 220 pit stop, but at least that guy's all fine. So, oh, rear jacks. Okay, you know what? I'm swapping him with him. Rear jack. Okay, we're going to have to... Look, the fixing, these percentages, they don't matter. It's just these, and I can live with 2.5 and 2.1 being the biggest mistakes there. So we'll live with that. We'll live with that. Finances, incredible reassuring to be involved with a team that has success, such a high, healthy balance sheet. I know, man. Or woman. I know. Alina, I almost pronounced that wrong. I know, man. I know, woman. All right, I'm great at finance. All right, they call me the wolf of the paddock, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, pre-race. Nothing much there. I was kind of looking for a weather report. What's the weather going to be like? It's all dry. I'm not liking that, Belgium. Where's the rain? Where's the rain? I mean, I won't be saying that when I'm there later next month, but where's the rain here? Practice is clear, everything else is cloudy, so don't know. Tyre wear's low. I don't know why I said tyre wear was high. Tyre wear's low, apparently. I just always think of Belgium being quite, like, we've always tried a one-stop, and it's always been quite easy one-stop on the mediums. Maybe this time around we can do a one-stop on the softs, I wonder. Maybe that's what I was thinking about in my brain earlier. Like, I was thinking of the one-stop being a thing, but we've always done it with the medium tyre, so maybe we can try it with the softs this time. We'll take 4 mediums just in case, take 5 softs, that'll be enough. Parts-wise, what are we saying here? Right, suspension now, we'll give that one to Leclerc, I'll give this one to Rosberg, he's content for now. Front wing, I'm going to give him the better one, I'll give Leclerc that one. Now Leclerc's content apparently. Engine's fine, brakes, Leclerc's got the better one. Leclerc's got a lot of the better parts, so for some reason he's only content with that, apparently. Why are you only content? Our parts aren't exactly going to set the world on fire. You know what, Leclerc? Beggars can't be choosers, and you're a beggar, alright? You don't get to decide how our car is. I do. So let's go to practice. Stop complaining. Let's do this thing. In typical fashion with this game, it's lied to me. It's raining here in practice. You can see we're on the inters. So I don't know if the rain's going to go... oh, excuse my voice there. Jesus. I don't know if the rain's going to go straight away. No, it's not. Right, well, we send them out, may as well. Bit of race trim on the inters, and we'll get some knowledge. I don't know, I kind of hope now that this does bleed over into quali, or the race at least, otherwise this is going to be pretty useless in terms of practice, pretty damn useless. Anything we'll be doing the setup here in this early stage, and then that'll be pretty much it. I mean, it's a very long lap, I think. I mean, I say that, but I don't think it's actually that long, but it always feels like we don't have a lot of time in the Belgian Grand Prix practice session, so this rain is not very welcome if it's going to be dry the entire time. We're going to come in, see how the setup is. Ooh, okay, a little bit of hit and miss there with Leclerc. Speed balance is bad for both of them, so I don't know what they want, really. Do they want more... Would they want a shorter gearbox or a longer one? Let's see. I'm going to guess maybe they want a shorter one by that chart, but that's probably going to be deceiving. Let's try a longer one first. And let's see how that goes to them. I'm going to leave that there. We'll send Charles out. And I will, for Rosberg, well, I need to do a bit of tweaking. Maybe give him a bit more downforce. I think that's maybe what he wants. a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more probably. Let's see how that works out. And then speed bounce is going to go with that. Handling will go with that. Let's just do a shorter gearbox and we'll see which way I've gone. Because in the past, I've guessed one way and it's always kind of sometimes be the other way. Even though, logically speaking, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It's all rather confusing. But we're going to bring them in straight away. I mean, if it's going to be dry, we can waste time doing the setup in this part of the session, really. I mean, look at that. It's even going nearly to full wet condition. So Leclerc's in. His setup's all fine, but it's literally full wet tyre condition right now. I'm going to send him back out on Inters, may as well, but literally, this weather is playing havoc for everyone. Okay, we nearly got that right. So I was correct. We need to go for a longer gearbox, even though the bar is deceivingly the other way around. But we did do the right way for downforce, so we just go back the other way. It's no worry, so we'll go to about that much, maybe, or even that much. I think that much is a bit too much, so we'll go there. And we'll go for 4 laps, and I'll click send out, and pretty much sit back and relax and wait for the rain to blow over. You know, I'm going to sit in the pub at the paddock and drink on the job and just wait for it to all blow over. Right, it's going to be nearly dry time here, so I'm going to bring them in. So they've got level 2 on the race trim and the Inters, so very good knowledge there. I'm going to go for quali trim. Since we've already got 2 levels on the race, I may as well go out and get this knowledge for quali first. Then we'll focus later on getting that last level on the race then. So Rosberg's in, we'll send him out as well. On quali, 3 laps, super softs, and then we'll move on to the soft tyres if we can. Might not have time though this session. Might not have time. We might have to just sacrifice maybe the soft tyre and go maybe we might be forced onto a very aggressive strategy if we're focusing all our time and effort on the super softs right now in practice. Right, 7 minutes to go, and we're just about maybe going to get level 2 on the super softs and quali trim. So I'm going to split the strategy. We're going to go Leclerc. He's going to continue doing the quali trim on super softs, and I'll send Rosberg out on soft tyres and the race trim. Try and get at least 1 level of that if we can, just for the sake of just covering us off where we maybe need it in the race. So let's go for that. But at the moment, if we do end up with better knowledge on the super softs and it's not raining, pretty much means we are going to go a bit more aggressive, maybe using more super softs than any other tyre, just to make sure we've got that knowledge. Basically like last time, but obviously, like last time was a bit more of a choice. This one might be a bit of a kind of forced situation due to this annoying rain that's blocked out more than half of the session, really. I think we're just about to get this. Level 3. It's going to be close. It definitely is going to be very close on level 3 here on the race trim there. Rosberg might just get that. Annoyingly, he's going to cross the pits just as he gets it. So that's going to be very, very annoying there in terms of time's sake. So Leclerc, where is he? Right, he's on track right now. He's continuing on. Can I help him out? I think I can. If Rosberg goes back out onto super softs, because he's not even going to get level 1 maybe. I mean, he might do, but level 1's going to be pretty useless to us. So I'm going to bring him in, and we're going to go out back on the super softs, help out Leclerc here. So come in for a quick spritz, send out quali trim, 3 laps, super softs, quick spritz here, help Leclerc out here, and try and get that knowledge at the last minute. Come on, come on, come on. How are we looking? With 40 seconds to go, I'm not very confident we're going to get that. So we're going to end up with a very mixed bag. Level 3 race, level 2 quali, level 2 inters, 0 on the softs, and 2 on the super softs. Very, very mixed bag here. And by the looks of it, the AI have done a lot of work on the medium tires. So this can be very, very intriguing to see how this ends up in terms of like what's going to be the best way this pans out then for the rest of the weekend. But yeah, there you go. We don't get any more knowledge. Rosberg comes in, and that's it. So a very useless session, and going to a bit of a stab with the unknown, really, in quali. Well, not in quali, more the race. The quali, I think, will be okay with level 2 at least, but the race, definitely unknown. Right, qualifying time. Let's do this shit. All right, let's do this. We've got level 2. Mon the level 2s. You know, not used to this, but we'll have to deal with it. I don't think there's going to be any rain. No. Great, so that rain was really the most annoying rain there has ever been in a practice session. But we'll go out there. It's the same for everyone. We'll hold off a little bit. It's a 1:30 lap time. It's not that long, so we can hold off a little bit. Let the track go up a little bit. Let that sun we haven't seen for a while in practice come out there. Look at that sheen there. Look at that. Is that the first time I'm noticing some sheen on the track? That's it's my new word of the day, clearly. I've said that twice now in a short span of time. Right. It's enough time's gone past. Wow, geez, I really fast-forwarded that quite a bit there. Right, so I'm going to let some cars come through. A lot of cars. We're going to wait for number 22, Buemi. We're going to wait for him to come through. Then we'll send Leclerc out. Actually, you know what? There's a gap here that I can maybe squeeze him into. Super Softs, go out there, son. Right, you through? Maybe some space behind that Merc. I think so. And then Rosberg. All right, you got a lot of room here. Come on. Quick. Out you go. There we go. Look at that. Stretcher clean air for Nico Rosberg. Amazing. Meanwhile, for Leclerc, has he got some room? Yes, he does as well. I think that Merc ahead of him's coming in. I think so. As my game just froze there for a sec. That's a bit weird. Right, clearly the heat's taking a toll on my PC, and like, it can't even run this game. Right, the Merc is... Ooh, the Merc's let us through. Okay, cool. Leclerc's got cold and overheated, but he's got clean air. So not the best outlap, but clean air, which is something we didn't have last time out. We got hindered by a lot of traffic last race at Guildford there. So I'll take that. And we got good and overheated. So next run, I'm going to try and do them manually because the computer's having a tough time this time around. But let's see how it goes. So green, we've gone 500 slower than P1 there. So that's pretty good. Close to Sebastian Vettel's on provisional pole. Vettel's definitely stepped up as of late. Last couple of episodes he has. And stepped in the frame for the pole positions, although he can't manage to pull it through in the race. Right, second sector is 0.2 off. Rosberg's even closer, 0.02 off in the first sector there. Very, very close there, but 0.2 would be around P3 we're looking at as we come through the last corner, down the main straight. Where is it going to be? It will be P5 in the end. P5, lost some time in the last sector there. We've gone purple in the second sector for Rosberg. So at the moment, he's faster than Sebastian Vettel. What will it be? Across the line, it's going to be pole position by 1/10 to Rosberg. Fantastic job there, Nico. Fantastic job. Mon the level 2, huh? Screw level 3. We only need level 2, clearly. Rosberg, fabulous job. Fabulous. Right. We've got a little bit of time left. I don't know if there'll be enough time for Rosberg to do a second run, to be honest. I think I timed that so badly, being too preoccupied by saying the word sheen, that I don't think they have enough time here. Leclerc might just be able to do this. Send out. Second run. Super softs. Go. Just about enough time? Maybe? No? I'm not too sure about that. I don't know if he has enough time or not. We're going to go for the full balls to the wall, but Rosberg, he has no time left in the session. He's done. He has won. That's my bad, but at the moment he's on provisional pole. So let's see. Hamilton set a purple first sector though, so I think he might snatch it. But for now, we've got provisional pole. Let's see. Green second sector. Let me go on to Hamilton here for a sec as we slow down Leclerc. Right, Hamilton's gone green. So that should mean he's not got pole. I mean, let's see. Verstappen's gone even faster. Hamilton across the line. And it will not pit Rosberg. Will not. And we've got perfect for what? Oh my god. We had a perfect outlap for Leclerc. But he couldn't cross the line in time. And he ends up in P6. Dan Ricciardo out of nowhere. What? Ricciardo out of nowhere snagged pole. It's going to be Ricciardo first. Rosberg's at the Red Bull's looking strong out of nowhere here. Around Belgium. P3 for Verstappen. Vettel P4, Hamilton P5, Leclerc P7. Unfortunate, lad. Unfortunate. Rosberg, though, stellar job for one run only. He's 500ths off Ricciardo. That might have been pole positioning with the second run, but let's see. In the race, if you get a good enough getaway, if he gets into first place, we know he can try and hopefully control the race. Leclerc, going to have to do some work with him, but he's got confidence, hopefully, so let's go and do some overtaking, hopefully, on Sunday. It's raining. It's raining for the race. Here we go, boys. This is how we do it. This is how we come back this weekend. It's been a bit shaky, but the rain is here now. Let's have a look. Ooh, it looks like it's going to be inters for at least half this race. So that knowledge we got might be very useful. We're going to go inters race trim. If it's going to be half the race on inters, then may as well go for the inter knowledge. Because it might be even more than half the race. You never know. Okay, thank you very much. I said, could it bleed over into the quali or the race? Didn't do into quali for the race, though. Here we go. So, setup-wise, nothing much to do, really, because we're just starting on inters. Driver strategy, let's go for attack on the start, as per usual. And let's hope if Rosberg can get up into first, and Leclerc, well, I don't know if he'll get up into near first, but hopefully he can try and jump up into the... I mean, you know, he did have a fantastic start at what was the Canadian Grand Prix, wasn't it? I think, or even the South African one, so... Let's see if we can have another one like that. But rain has come, so that's just a whole span in the works. Let's do this thing in the Belgian Grand Prix. We're going to go to 5 red lights then from 2nd and 7th on the grid. We'll have a look at Nico Rosberg here off the 5 red lights. And, oh, it's a painfully slow start there for Nico. He's down to 3rd place. Leclerc up into P6, so he makes 1 overtake, but Rosberg loses 1 position. It's a 1-2 now for Red Bull, and look at that, down the straight, Vettel gets me, so I don't know what this is at the moment. In the rain, Rosberg's not looking too grand at the moment. P4, Vettel now goes around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo to try and get P2, so it looks like at the moment it might be a Red Bull v1 Ferrari scrap here. I mean, Rosberg is now pulling up his socks a little bit and is now on the back of Ricciardo. Leclerc, meanwhile, we've not seen it, but he's trying to go around the outside of Hamilton there. He does it down the inside there. He's pushed Hamilton wide, and that's a fabulous move there for Leclerc. Meanwhile, look at that now. Rosberg, too much action to keep up with. Rosberg now has gone down the inside of Daniel Ricciardo, and now Verstappen is battling Vettel for the lead. Vettel on the outside, on the right-hand side of the circuit, and Vettel now leads the Belgian Grand Prix from Verstappen, Rosberg, Ricciardo, and Leclerc. Rosberg now right at the back of Verstappen, and Leclerc right at the back. Might go on the outside of Rouge. No, not quite. Tried to overtake Ricciardo, didn't work. Meanwhile, though, into the chicane, Rosberg up into P2. So it was a shaky start. Shaky start. It's now come through. We're all fine now. You know, we've settled into the Grand Prix. Rosberg's found his racing feet, and he's going well. He's going well. Let's move... I was going to say let's move this down to high on the fuel mixture, but Vettel's still attacking, so I feel like we should go with him. Let's go pushing and overtake mode. Let's go pushing and overtake mode. Try and protect the tyres a little bit, because we do have to take them quite long in this Grand Prix. I mean, how long did Inters go for? 19. The range should be at least going out for 19, so we need to protect these tyres actually. So let's go neutral, and let's just calm it down on the tyre wear. On the fuel though, we can definitely push, and we'll save later on. But Leclerc at the moment still P5, trying to get Ricciardo, unable to get him so far. Come on Leclerc, let's do this. Come on, up the hill, gain a bit of time please, son. Down the straight, no, nothing. No, don't have the legs quite yet. I mean, we gain a little bit into the brake zone. We get a little bit close, but nothing of it. It's a bit of a train now from Ricciardo, Leclerc, Ocon, Hamilton, and Bottas then. Meanwhile, Rosberg, what are you saying? Right on the back of Vettel, 0.3. Okay, I say now, let's push. Let's push a little bit. Let's get him. Let's get into the first, and then we'll control this Grand Prix here. So Rosberg, let's go all out attack, son. Let's get this overtake done. Then let's worry about the tyre wear and the fuel later. Come on. All right, Leclerc's down to P6. He's been overtaken by Ocon there. Meanwhile, Rosberg maybe tries into turn 1. Not quite. We're running out of tyre wear. Here we go. Pushing on the right-hand side. Upper Rouge, side by side. It's lovely stuff there. Vettel pushing us off circuit a little bit, but Rosberg keeps his foot in, son. Come on the outside, to the left, then the right, and he's up into first place. Beautiful stuff there. Now, calm it down. Go high fuel mixture. Control this race, Rosberg, like I know you can. And Bob's your uncle. Not really, Keke's your uncle, but Bob is your uncle as well. And we'll be done and we're sorted. Meanwhile, Leclerc down 1 position. He's been overtaken by the Ferrari Ocon. So let's not go any further backwards, please, Leclerc. His tyre temps are actually going down quite a bit, so we need to try and go a little bit high. Try and raise them a little bit, if we can. Actually, we need to go medium fuel mixture as well. He's going to run out of fuel as well. Right, Leclerc's coming back at Ocon. 2.7 gain there with the pushing on the tyres. Tyre temps going up. Although, obviously, the tyre wear is going to go up a little bit, but not that much. Compared to the rest of the grid, I think we're pretty much the same on tyre wear, so I don't think we need to be too worried. We'll go neutral and medium now. I can't really afford to push Leclerc too much. Vettel's going attack on the fuel. 0.8 the gap, though. He's controlling it really well, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's fast forward and see how this goes. Leclerc down to P7. Leclerc struggling now in this Grand Prix. He's technically got even the better parts than Rosberg, but he's struggling at the moment for for tyre temps, but I can't push him too hard to bring them up, because otherwise the tyre wear is not going to be there for the end of the Grand Prix. Hamilton now looks to be on the move. Meanwhile, Rosberg maintains the lead, 0.9. So he's just controlling this thing. Right, lap 9, sit rep. Rosberg, 1.8 the gap is to Vettel. He's done a super job controlling this stint at the moment. Meanwhile, Leclerc has got a back ahead of Hamilton, so he's P6 now. Back ahead of both Mercs, which is very positive to see. But he's nowhere near. You can see Ocon. Ocon's getting away from us, and we're defending more like from Hamilton here. So, unfortunately, I don't really know what to do with Charles, because Rosberg's in a bit of a different situation. He's just controlling, and he just needs to cover off Vettel. Whereas Leclerc, yeah, I'm covering off Hamilton, but I almost want to do something a little bit different, maybe to pounce on Ocon. But it looks like the rain For it to say it was going to be dry and just like cloudy, it looks like it's going to rain the entire race. So I don't really know what to do. I could go aggressive and go for a 2-stop on Inters, because we're about a third of the way through the Grand Prix. So do I go uber aggressive with Leclerc and maybe hope that he can re-overtake cars? Like if he pits now onto a new set of Inters, park conditions fine, fast pit stop. Where will he come out? He'll come out in P16. That's not that far on track-wise, but that's quite a few positions. I just don't know if he'll benefit from that or not. I can't tell. Oh, Timo Glock has crashed. Timo Glock has crashed. Is that going to give us a safety car? No, nothing. No, it doesn't look like it. So just a bad crash. I think that's the exit of turn 1, isn't that? Yeah, exit of turn 1. So Timo Glock in the garage then. Retired from the Grand Prix. Rosberg now extends the gap to 2 seconds. Doing a very decent job. Leclerc getting away from Hamilton a little bit, but not getting anything on Ocon. And I'm still tempted to try this very aggressive strategy. Do I go for it? Do I go for it? Do I go for it? 37% worn. That's not... We're not going to get... I mean, we could, but not at the pace I want to. Get to lap... So, do I go for it? The tyre temps are a disgrace. Right. Let's go overtake mode. Let's go high. We're going to try some aggression. Let's see how it goes. Right, Rosberg's tyres are underheated. I can't really do too much about that, my man. Meanwhile, for Leclerc, his tyres are worn. He's gaining time, though. He's gained 9 tenths. We've got Rosberg struggling even more. We've got... I think we had some cars coming in. Vettel not coming in. Verstappen not coming in. Ricciardo not coming in. Ocon might come in. Okay, oh no, Ocon is coming in, and we're racing him. So, let's continue on like this for a little bit. For one more lap. Push on. And then we'll follow him in. We'll come in this next lap. Right, fast pit stop then for Leclerc. Going to go low fuel on the entry. And we are in. And please, no mistake. Yes, no mistake. Good stuff there. Good stuff. Good pit stop. Right. Comes out. Whereabouts? Whereabouts are you coming out? Oh, just behind Ocon. But we've gained a lot of time there. Look at that. The gap is so much closer to Ocon now. Meanwhile, for Rosberg, what are we saying? The gap is 2.2. Vettel's struggling as well. He's going to pit this lap. I think we have to cover him off. We have to cover him off, surely. 14 laps gone. So we extend the next stint by 2 more laps. And we can make it to the end of the Grand Prix. So let's attack in. We'll pit in. We'll cover off Vettel. Because that's what we should do. With a race leader, cover people off. Alright, we're in. Low fuel. In for this pit stop. Good pit stop, no mistake. Awesome work, pit crew. This time you've redeemed yourself from the British Grand Prix. Great stuff there, guys. Great stuff. Right, going to go high and neutral on the exit. Because I don't want to wear out the tyres. But we can use some fuel that we've got in the banker. Meanwhile, for Leclerc, he's in P8 behind Ocon. Where is Hamilton? Hamilton's behind us still. That's cool. Right, let's overtake Ocon, shall we? Let's go for a bit of a tack move here. Let's get him. Right, lap 17. Fair few laps now. I've been pushing Leclerc all 3 laps. The tyre temp you can see in a very good range, but he's just not got enough pace to overtake Ocon here. I don't know what to do, really. Don't know what to do. Meanwhile, Rosberg, he's in a world of his own. He's just controlling this like an absolute god. 3.3 the gap is to Vettel. And we're not even pushing. So, looking very good there. See, Leclerc's gaining pace, but it's not enough oomph to get right behind Ocon to make a pass. So I just don't know what to do here. It's going to be running to end the Grand Prix. So at this stage, I know I can't go along with Leclerc. I'm doing a 3-stop, I think, with him. Not a 3-stop, a 2-stop. So do I just go flat out attack and really just throw the balls to the wall? I don't know. Let's go attack again. Let's see if we can get him. Come on, we're so close. We're so close. Attack. Full on attack. Full on attack. Get him. Get him. Come on. Full on attack, Leclerc. You can do it. Come on. Down the inside of the chicane. Yes, that's what I like to see. Down the inside. Get him. Round the outside. Side by side. Unable to get him. Come on, Leclerc. You got to do this, man. You got to do this. Down the inside. Into sector 2. Come on. Yes. Nicely held. Nicely held. Love your work. Stay ahead now. Stay ahead. Right, lap 22. Sit rep Leclerc's pulled away from Ocon, which is very good. And we are in sight of the Red Bull cars, so I don't know. We're still pushing on because I'm trying this aggressive strategy with Leclerc. Don't know if it's going to work out. Meanwhile, Rosberg, his tyre temps are literally non-existent, and yet he's still pulling a gap to Vettel. So You can't see my face, but at the moment, I basically got my arms up and my elbows up, and I'm very confused. His tyres should feel absolutely horrendous, and yet he's still doing a wonderful job. I guess that's because Vettel's doing the same thing. I think both me and Vettel, I don't know about the Red Bulls, but both me and Vettel are definitely trying the one-stop. Yeah, it's very confusing. This race definitely has me a little bit flummoxed, is the word, I think. Alright, I'm going full out attack with Leclerc, because Ocon has just pit for a second time now, so this is the time to push, because we need to cover off Ocon, because he's the one we're racing today. As much as I hate to admit it, we are racing him, so he's come out in P11. That's where we'll be, unfortunately. So that's a little bit annoying, but that's how the cookies crumble today for him. Meanwhile, for Rosberg, his teammate is just it's just a different world. I don't know what's gone wrong today for Leclerc. I think it's actually no, I do. It was the start. It's just he's like Rosberg. He needs to get in clean air. For some reason, our driver's just never been great at overtaking in traffic. I don't know if it's to do with the game or just our two drivers specifically. These guys are just poor at it, but they're just not great. So we'll go inters. Pit strategy's fine. We're going fast. Fuel mixture. Our engine's getting a bit worn there. Our engine's 33% worn. That's not great. Let's see about that. We might have some engine issues there. I remember last season we had engine issues as well, didn't we? Right, we're in. We can push the tyres because we know we'll be fine on the tyre wear. So we're out in P7. We are much further ahead than Ocon. We're still in the top 7. And we're only 3 seconds behind Bottas. Let's go chase him, lad. Let's go chase him. Meanwhile, Rosberg, 27 laps gone. He's got worn tyres now. Vettel is pit. Vettel's pit. Do I react to him? Vettel's pit. How 16.5 seconds in 3 laps. He's not going to get 16 seconds on me in 3 laps. Surely not. We'll have that. We'll have that. And Leclerc's just overtaken Hamilton? Yes, Hamilton's pit as well. Well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Leclerc's overheating his tyres, but he's still getting 3. Oh! What? He's crashed! No, I wasn't even pushing him. He was on medium. He was on neutral driving style. And he wasn't even pushing. But the cold tyres have made Rosberg... We've literally just caught that mid-crash. He's sped across the grass. And he's out of the... Oh, my God. Drama here at the Belgian Grand Prix. Leclerc is now up into P5. Bottas is going to pit. Leclerc could be up into P4 by this. Okay. The entire race has been tipped on its head. The race leader... our Nico Rosberg is out of the Belgian Grand Prix. Madness. Well, that's what happens when there's some rain and clearly just some cold tyres. Jesus, right. Well, we're up into P4 now. Where is Verstappen? Verstappen is 4 seconds up the road. Leclerc, let's get him. High fuel mixture. We've got 29% on the engine. You know what? Do it for, risk it for the chocolate biscuit. 3% gone on the engine. It's now or never, mate. It's now or never. It's time to try and get the podium if we can. Vettel set the fast lap of the Grand Prix. He's chasing down Ricciardo. Ricciardo is just about 1.6 ahead for the race lead. Ricciardo is doing what I wanted to do with Nico Rosberg, but Rosberg crashed out. Ricciardo is not crashed out yet. So Vettel's chasing him though. So this is what Ricciardo's doing. This should have been Rosberg. This should have been Rosberg, but now it's only Leclerc chasing down Max Verstappen with a worn engine, 26% to be exact. We're pushing flat out. We're 3 seconds behind, so we gained 1 second that last lap. I don't think we're going to get enough, lads. I don't think the podium's going to be on here, unfortunately. Let's have a look at Ricciardo. This could be a brilliant drive for Ricciardo to keep first place. Vettel's gaining. Vettel's gaining. Let's see. Oh, he gained some more. 1.3 the gap, though. I think Ricciardo's got this, though. Yep, Dan Ricciardo is going to win the Belgium Grand Prix. Fair play. Great drive there from Ricciardo. That's exactly what I wanted to do, and Rosberg messed it up and crashed. Leclerc comes home in P4. I would say that's decent enough. That's decent enough, because I didn't know how that was going to pan out for him. But Rosberg, mate, I praised you so much. You were the chosen one. You were controlling the race so well. I had you on medium, and you crashed out on medium. I would have understood if your tyre temps were that low, and I was saying attack, but I was saying neutral, and neutral on the fuel as well, and you crashed. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Right, so all we have to show then for that Grand Prix is P4 from Leclerc. Fair enough. we come away with a lot less points there. Rosberg still in the lead, 201 to 132, but Ricciardo does well to dent that with a win there. Leclerc stays P5. Verstappen overtakes Hamilton, though, to P3, so it's a 2-3 for Red Bull. Constructors, we're 87 now, because Red Bull got a 1-3 there. So Red Bull definitely chipped away, because the lead was like over 100 points, I think, like 107-ish. So now they've definitely gained quite a bit there. So you can see what I mean. In one race, everything has swung a little bit. You know, we have 2-3 more races like that, and we're getting a little bit hot under the collar. So under the collar. So we'll watch out for that. That was unfortunate. We should have had that win. I think that's just luck. I think that's just luck of Rosberg, because Ricciardo managed it. Ricciardo was pushing. He was attacking at the end there to stay ahead of Vettel, and he didn't spin off with cold tyres. So it's just the luck of a draw, I think, in that case, and we just pull the short one there. So you can't really do too much about that. So fair play then. The racing gods just didn't want it to happen. 3.2 million, though, brought in, so that's fair enough. Still financially sound. And overall, still an enjoyable episode. Leclerc did well to recover, but a little bit upset for Rosberg. That was really quite cruel, but, you know, that's motorsport. Sometimes it is cruel. But, guys, if you have enjoyed the episode, hit that like button. The next one is our home Grand Prix at the Italian Grand Prix. Hopefully, we can bounce back hard with Rosberg and Leclerc for that one. But if you did enjoy this one, as I said, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're new here, do get subscribed for weekly, full-on content. I've been Aarava. Have a interesting day, and I will see you guys next time.